Hey everyone, so here we'll be solving this insert an element in a sorted array, and make sure that after you are done inserting this array in this this element in this array, the array should be sorted once again. It should remain sorted. All right. Now this element I will call it by x. Now see, forget about recursion as of now. If we can obviously this is an array, so we will try to go in iteration like for loop. We'll use that. Obviously in loop, what we do, left to right traversal. All right, we do left to right traversal. So see, your x was 2, so minus 1 0 1, they are lesser than 2. So now 2 will, and 3 is greater than 2, so 2 will come at this position in between here. So if you see the final output, what this final output, it says, it says something to you. And see this, minus 1 0 1, their indexes are as it is, if you see. But 358, they are shifted to one position right. 4 5 6. All right, they were initially 3 4 5. Right now they are at 4 5 6. So what I say, guys, if you are going from left to right traversals, so you are doing some unnecessary like you are doing some unnecessary comparisons that you can avoid. What I mean by that, see, minus 1 was lesser than 2, 0 was lesser than 2, 1 was lesser than 2, and then 3 was what, 3 was greater than 2, 5 was greater than 2, 8 was greater than 2. So 2 will come in between here, and these places will be shifted to right. So which means you are, because see, minus 1 0 1, for them you are not changing their positions, but still you are doing comparison. See, for 3 5 8 you are changing their positions one step right. So checking for them, it's all right, you have to traverse for them, because you have to put you have to like move them to one position right. But what I say, guys, see, if we can go from right to left, not left to right. See, if we can go from right to left, which means 8 is greater than 3, all right. Sorry, 8 is greater than 2, all right. 5 is greater than 2, all right. 3 is greater than 2. Now see, 1 is not greater than 2. 1 is not greater than 2. So you'll put 2 here, and you will do the operation for 3 5 8, like shifting to one positions. So you have not checked for minus 1 and 0, these two values. All right. What it says then that using, if you're going from left to right traversal, you are doing some unnecessary comparisons, you are doing more comparisons. And while you are going from right to left, you are doing lesser comparisons. All right. So obviously if you see this, so because lesser comparisons means low time complexity, so this is the solution that we will prefer, the solution which has less time complexity. Now let's see. And see, guys, in iteration you can do like by using loops, but as we are building our intuition and ideology for recursion, let's see if this problem can be solved recursively or not. See, let's see this problem if is solved using recursion or not. And for that, don't have any of your ideologies with you. Just see the test cases and it will give you the hint. Now see, because we know that right to left we will go, not from left to right. And what are we doing? 8 is greater than 3, that is why we moved backward. 8 is greater than 2, we moved backward. 5 is greater than 2, 3 is greater than 2. Only when from the end, the first element who is lesser than 2, we just input that just after this element. So 1 was lesser than 2, so we put 2 just after 1. See, we put 2 just after 1. All right. So this is the way we have to think. See, I'll write a function f. What is its duty? It will take this, let's say the size. Initially the size is what of this array? The size is obviously 6, because the 5 index is 5, so size is 6. You took the size as 6. This is your size, the first argument, and this is your x value that you have to return, which is 2. Let's write it x as of now. So what it will say, this function's task is to add 2 in add x in this array of size 6. Now see, guys, 8 is greater than 2. So what this function will say, that to other, because 8 is greater than, and we are using recursion, we will not go one element at a time, which means we are not going for iterations. So this will say what I will do, let's say I will remove 8. I will remove 8 from this array, which means now the size is what? The size is 5. The size is 5. Because 8 is greater than x. Obviously 8 is greater than 2. So 2 will come before 8. 2 8 से पहले आएगा. All right, 2 will come before 8. So now the size is 5. Put x, this element, put 2 in between, like because 2 will come at somewhere in this array, not because 8 is obviously greater than 2, right? Now once you are, so what it will say, this function, it will say put x in the first 5 position, because obviously x can be at first 5 position because 8 is greater than 2, and then I will append 8 at the end. Now this 5, the 5 sized array, see here, let me erase the few things, wait, so that it may look a bit cleaner. All right, so see this, so this 5 size. Now when you are at the 5 size array at some position, because you are going for recursion, and obviously we will not see this recursive states all the time, but just for initial, because this is not that complex, we will see this. All right, so see the 5 size. Now 5 is greater than 2. Again it will say what? This function will say what? This will say give me, insert this x in the initial 4 positions, because obviously 5 is greater than 2. So what I'll do, so x will be at some at x will be inserted somewhere here, not at the 5, not at this, because this is greater than because 5 is greater than 2. So 2 will come before 5. Obviously 2 will come before 5. So that is what this is saying, that now compare for the remaining 4 elements where 2 will come, because I will come. So whatever wherever you put 2, I will go where? I will go at the end. I will go at the end. Now this again see 4 elements. So first 4 elements. Now it is 3. It is 3. If you see the first 4 elements, it is 3 at the final value. Now again 3 is greater than 2. So what it will say? Now take 3 elements, initial 3 elements, put x in between. I'll come at the end. I'll come at the end. Now you saw this -1, 0 and 1. The 3 elements. Now in this 3 elements, 1. You're seeing this 1 is lesser than 2. So now you won't call any, and this is what we are stopping. We are stopping that unnecessary comparisons. So this one was lesser than 2. So you won't go to left anymore. You won't go to left anymore. So till this point you are reached. So what you will do? You will directly push you in this array of 3 sized. You will directly push what? X value, which means -1, 0, 1. You will put 2 here directly. So now this is your vector. So this is what you called at f of 3. All right, so this will go here. Now 3 will be appended at the end. I'm just appending here, 3 appended at the end. Now this, whatever this array is, it will go here. 5 will be appended at the end. Now this array will go here. All right, 8 will be appended at the end. So this is your final answer. This is your final answer. So here you saw, guys, let me just clear this out. This is how you will go for recursion, and let us write what? Let us write the induction, base and hypothesis for this, and let's see how will we approach that. First of all, I hope you guys got this, that till the point the last value of that remaining array is greater than your x, you were removing that value and you are calling for lower test. You are again calling for that function. Now see what you are doing. You are removing the values. You're kind of removing the values. You removed 8, then you called for this array. You removed 5, then you called for this array. So in base condition, how to derive base condition? This is how. So what are you doing? You are removing the size. You are reducing the size of this array. So in some case, or in worst case, what it may happen, that this vector or this array, it is not having any size. Sorry, it is not having any element, which means the size may be 0. So this is what you have to check. If your nums vector, nums dot size, if it is 0, the size is 0, you can't do anything, right? Because there is no element. Just return. Just write a simple return. That's it. Now see, if it is not so, if it is, this is what your base case. This is what your base case. Now, what were you doing? What were we doing? We were doing operations only when your last element is greater than x. We were doing operations only when your last element is greater than x, right? See here, all these points. So that is where we have to do all the induction and hypothesis steps. So you have to see if and how will you get last element, which means size -1 index. Size -1. See here the size is 6. So 6 minus 1, 5. 5 is the last index, right? So if your nums of what is the final index? Nums dot size -1, this is your final index. If this value is greater than x, then only you were calling all this recursion. All right, so what you will do, you will first of all, what this function was saying, I will take my last value, I'll remove that from this array of 6 size, then I'll call this function on this reduced array, one size reduced array. All right, so take this first of all, take the last element, take this last element, and how will you take nums of nums dot size, sorry for my bad writing, -1. So you took this, now you remove this 8, because right now you just took it, you have not removed that. And you know that we are calling on reduced array size. So nums dot pop or I can say there's some function nums dot pop up with. I think this is C++ way of doing, and every language offers something. All right. So let me just clear this as well right now because we will see this. So nums dot pop, you did that. All right. Now again, when you did this, what we know, we'll again call the function. Let's say f. We will add this function with better name. Let's say insert or some function. But here, let's say f. Now, once you are done with this, you'll again call what f function, and you will say what insert. Let us write this insert, not f. You will call this insert function on this remaining nums. All right, in this remaining nums, and what you have to add x at the end. And once this function is done, if this function is done, what you know, you have to again push temp this value at the end. You know that, right? When f6, the 6 sized array was called, what it says, give me insert this x in the first 5 elements, and I will put 8 at the last. I'll put 8 at the last. See here. So that is what we are doing here. So nums dot push back what x. All right. So this is what you were doing when your last final values were greater than x, and you know that there was one point, one and only one point, which was this one. When you were going from right to left, there was one point where your top value, I can say, where your value was what, where your value was lesser than, where your value was what, lesser than this x. All right, where your value was lesser than x. So only one point. So that, and at that point you will cross this if value, if block, and then you will do what, you will directly do nums dot push back x. That's it. Nums dot push back x, nothing else. All right, nothing else. Now see guys, this is what you have to approach. And I've written a simple function here. You can write f, you can write insert instead of f. All right. Now see guys, there is one thing that I have missed. There is one thing that I've missed in this function. What I want for you guys. See in let's say in description, I'll write that what I missed, but I have missed something, and I don't want to reveal everything, because one edge case I have missed here, and I want you guys that either in comment or somewhere, like do it on LinkedIn or wherever, just let me know what I've missed. Let's say in comments itself, you write whatever I missed. There's one point, because see, this is what I want. Observe those test cases, and there is one point. There is one point that I've missed, and probably on this, when your size is zero, and still you have to insert x. So this is what I have given you a hint. So consider that, and do let me know in comments if you're liking this way of teaching. And let's meet in another video then.